We love it. Cool. I wanted to go back on live today, see how everybody is doing. Gonna take my car out for a cruise here. I just wanna, see how everybody's doing. So I appreciate all my subscribers and followers. Decided to come back. I mean, I just came back from Minnesota at the funeral when my grandpa passed away. It's been a long weekend over there. But I wanna hear you guys' feedback for sure though. Definitely wanna hear you guys talk. Alright. Let's go. We are doing good. So I don't know where to start. It's been, I don't know, almost a month, I think, since the last video I made. What I wanna see. I know there's a lot of topics that were brought up while I was gone. I have to say the first topic I guess the first topic I should probably talk about is what I plan on doing with the YouTube channel. Right now, probably not a whole lot for this summer. Probably not a whole lot at all, to be honest. I have a lot of events that came out with the family, and then Mighty ended up going back up there for another funeral again with one of my uncles, and so he's about to pass away too. It's like back to back. I'm not really gonna focus too much on YouTube this year, to be honest. So I'll probably hop on here and there, maybe once a month or something. I know a lot of you guys were expecting more content this year, so I apologize for those that actually wanted to hear a lot of to see a lot of content from me. It's gonna be, I don't know, it's just gonna, like I said, be more focused on my services with my paid customers, and be a little bit more focused with family more now. So that's pretty much what it is for this year. The second topic that was brought up to me a lot was, I wanted to say, crypto was highly talked about too. What are my future plans for crypto? Am I still trying to mine crypto, or am I still planning on trading crypto? Do I have any set plans for crypto for this upcoming year or by the end of this year? And so as of right now, crypto is starting to come back. That's what I'm seeing right now, but it's not as fast as it was last year. And there is a new broker that reached out to me. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but they're called Osprey FX, kind of like Hugo's Way and JFX. They do allow you to trade crypto 24/7. They are using the same, I want to say the same exchange, which is Bitfinex. So I'm actually going to be trading live with them by the end of this month, just to see how crypto is, and if it actually does go well and successful, I will get back into crypto trading on that platform. I want to see what else I want to. There was a list of questions that I wrote down. I'm probably just gonna wing it on this one. The third anticipated question was asked, what I plan on doing for the rest of this, for my forex profession. Being a stay-at-home dad, a full-time forex trader, and running my forex business. It's just gonna keep going. I mean, I'm trying to maintain the balance right now between family and forex, and so I'm putting a lot of time in forex, which means less time with family. But now I'm putting more time with the family for this year. Now started last month when I said I was gonna take a break. So forex is always gonna be there. Like I said, forex is my main primary source, and I'm not going to leave that behind. Of course, there's other investments and opportunities along the way, but the most important thing is that you don't want to lose your primary source of income and that bread and butter that you already built upon on the foundation of business. So if you're brand new and you're getting in, you shouldn't be trying to go all out like what I did in my first 3 months of trading. And so if you want to dive down and put 10-12 hours a day like what I did back then, you can get there fast. You can learn fast, you can adapt to the markets really fast, and learn your way of growing within the markets. Now, it won't happen for everybody like that, but anything can happen successfully for you. You got to put the time and effort into it day in and day out, and you got to make those sacrifices along the way. And the most, like I said, back to my sacrifices, I sacrificed a lot of sleep time, and I sacrificed a lot of my time staring at the screen a lot, and that's what you're gonna have to do as well. It's not an easy cakewalk, and it's not, everybody says that anybody can do it, but forex is not for everybody. And so when someone says that anybody can trade forex, it's just like network marketing people just saying the same thing. And so business is not for everybody. Some people like working at their jobs. That's what people want to do. Well, that's not me though. You gotta, like I said, what else? Let's see, there's so much other stuff to talk about. Just pretty much just trying to cruise around. I just got my car back from the shop, so those that do know what car I have, I've been doing put at least 13,000 into this car already. So pushing close to 400 to the wheels. My Subaru. Those are probably wondering what car I'm driving. So running E60. So on the flex fuel tune, thanks to the guys from Fat Body Tuning. But yeah, back to forex. I mean, I have to say, if you take the time, and you want to step your game up, or you want to be the best trader out there, or you just you're brand new to my channel, or what, it doesn't matter what it is. There's a lot of videos that I have provided, to give you as much on my knowledge, my experience, and my expertise, and what I know in forex trading. And so there's 4 videos on my channel. I get hit up every day, bunch of emails, bunch of YouTube comments, or even on Telegram asking, what can I learn? Where should I go to learn? What should I be trading? The best thing to do is to just start trading, so you get that feeling, to get the experience of knowing, what you want out of this. Really, a lot of people hop in to see the money. The money is always there, but people end up losing more money than what they can't even afford. Why would you want to break your bank account if you can't even afford to, if you can't even afford the risk on that? So there's, like I said, there's a lot of steps. It's a lot of processing, but there's a million ways to to be the best effective adaptable trader out there, and you just gotta give it all you got. You gotta keep trading to figure out what's gonna work for you and what doesn't work for you. You're gonna know what days make the most money, what days don't make the most money. Like I said, right now we're in the summer season, so obviously you can see what pairs are being affected by the trade wars. What pairs, like even the stock exchange too. If you trade stocks, you can see that stocks are going up right now. Dollar's going down. The U.S. dollar is taking a toll right now. Trump, trying to do his thing. The Fed, if you are a fundamental trader, if you look at the Fed's talking about, cutting rates so that the dollar's going to go even further. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff to learn from Forex. I have to say that Forex will define who you really are. The Forex will reshape your, the way you think, your personal growth, your stress, your emotions. I'd say, your mindset's got to be there. And so, if you got no mindset and all you're thinking about is getting rich quick, it's just going back down. You're diving head first. And some people have the mentality to wake themselves up, to regrow themselves. I had to learn how to regrow myself, especially losing 26,000 back in 2017 when, the second month of live trading. Or I could just say screw it and go find a job and just stay at my job. So I don't really talk too much about personal development and self-development and regrowing yourself or having the mindset. I don't like talking a lot about that because everyone thinks differently. Everyone has different beliefs and religions, and so I don't like getting in too much in detail about that because I don't want to put anybody else in a different way of what they're thinking about. And so you have to really dig deeper within yourself, and whether you're a Forex trader or you're running a business or even just personal life, personal problems, personal relationships, it goes through a lot. And so there are times that I just want to step away from there are times that I want to step away from social media and just say, what's the point of, trying to get all these followers, subscribers, and try and do this and do that, try to make people, stand out, or, people trying to flex, or people trying to show off, people trying to, show what's possible out there. And so, there's a lot more to it. And, the biggest thing out there is that if you ever see me in person, I know a couple guys out in California saw me in person, and so I was out there to see one of my friends. He suffered from a stroke, but I actually did go out and meet some Forex traders out there too. So I was out in San Francisco and I was out in Merced. So I'm gonna come down to LA and San Diego. There's a couple traders out there I want to meet too. So like I said, there's a lot of people that, I don't know, I want to say, there's a lot more, genuine people out there. It's just tough to find. And so you don't want to be living your life on social media. I'll tell you that right now. Live your real life, and people will see who you really are in person. Oh yeah, people were asking about the summer trading. I'll talk a little bit about summer trading. Uh, well, I'll come back to the whole mindset, but the whole summer, from what I've seen back in 2017, up until last year and up until now, you can see that the trade wars are really heavily impacted since last year after tax season in April of 2018 when Trump initiated it right after tax season. And summer was not, like I said, but I'll be honest, summer is not the best months for me. I take it slow. I still get out, as much signal as I can for the paid customers. But summer is by far not my ideal of trading. Things just like to change up. You have rapid, unexpected events. Even with the trade talks, you still have the UK trying to leave, with the European Union. And you have to remember that happened also back in 2015 of July. That was also summer. So your summer months of trading, you have to redevelop and readapt to the environment where the markets are going to go and where they're going to shift to on the fundamental side more than on the technical side. Now, I'm not much of a fundamental trader as I used to be. Like I said, naked forex is the way to go. Price action with the candlesticks. Price action plus candlesticks, and you find your trend structure. That's the way of doing it. But that's my way of doing it now. Sometimes I read up on the trade talks and what the UK is trying to do, and now we're talking about a bunch of central banks are talking about cutting rates. Reserve Bank of Australia is talking about it. Reserve Bank of New Zealand is talking about it. The ECB, the European Central Bank, is talking about it. And even the United States Federal Reserve is talking about cutting rates. So you have 4 major banks that are trying to cut rates, along with the trade wars, and then with the UK taking a massive hit from the political side from Parliament, and also with the Brexit deal. So you have a lot of fundamentals that are being played out all at once. So that's why you have these unexpected movements, especially in the summertime, because you don't know what to expect, especially during New York sessions. I would highly advise learn some of the basics of economics and what each country is volatile to. I'm not saying go read up on every single fundamentals out there about each pair, but every single pair is already being affected by the trade talks already. And then that the pound is already taking a major hit from the Brexit deal, and then just take a look at each central bank of where they're going to try to do, if they're going to cut rates or not. And so if you have a lot of things happening all at once, you have to be prepared for next year, for 2020. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, that we would have a recession coming up right after the new president of 2020. So just because business is booming now doesn't mean business is going to keep booming forever. You have to look at at all different sides of the economical side for each country, and which country is going to be the one going first. So it's mind-blowing. Forex does reshape the way you think, especially if you do take the time to learn what Forex is. And once you figure things out, start thinking like how the banks think. Every bank sets, manipulates, puts the time in, and re-strategize what they plan on doing for the markets for the week, for the month, when price is going to change, how much is going to go up and go down for the day, for the week. So they got it all set out there. It can be a volatile day, but if you're looking at today hasn't been really volatile at all. And you have to expect that summer there's not a lot of volume. Everyone's more focused on vacation time, relaxing. So they talk about the if you're talking about the months of making the most money, tax season is the best way to go. By the end of January till the end of tax season, April 15th, that's the best time. February, March, and April. I have to say those are the best months for making the most money, being high risk, aggressive trading. Markets are moving fast. That's the best way to do it. You know, if you live, like I said, if you live in a state where it has 4 seasons, just look at it that way. Every season, the markets change. Every 90 days, every quarter, the banks either they raise rates or they don't raise rates or they cut the rates. So that's every quarter. We have 4 quarters in a year. You should already, if you already know this, then start diving into more into what could possibly happen to what could possibly happen to the countries on for maybe the next recession, or for maybe what could possibly happen if there is a trade war, which you do have one. So it's important, everything that you learn in Forex, you just got to grow within it. Keep growing within so that you're not hopping back and forth and trying to second guess yourself when the market's going to play against you. There are times that the markets will play against you, unexpected events, unexpected reactions that you can't control. But you have to be mentally prepared for that. If you're not, you're going to end up losing more money because you think that you can make your money back. So I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, like I said, I didn't really have too much in detail to talk about. I know there was just some major questions being asked when I was gonna come back to YouTube, and so, when I was gonna come back to YouTube, if I'm gonna come back to trading crypto. Those are probably the two most highly anticipated questions right now. And so I gotta check. Pretty sure. Let me see. Maybe somebody might have. Could have swore someone had a question for me. Okay, maybe not. So, I mean, I know it's just a quick, 20-minute talk? Yeah, 23-minute talk, so. If I could leave one thing out of all the things that I learned in Forex, like the one thing to make that change. Oh, what's my goal for June? Right now, the number one goal is to spend time with family. After my grandpa's funeral, this past weekend, and so that's the biggest thing right now. But like I said, I'll say this last thing. If I could leave one thing, for whether it's a new trader or someone that already has the experience, that one thing is that you have to evolve. You gotta be willing to make those changes along the way in Forex. Adaptability is the biggest thing that I had to learn for myself in Forex trading. Had I just kept trading the same way 2 years ago, I wouldn't be where I'm at today for Forex trading. I wouldn't be able to be stay-at-home dad, with my 2 daughters at home. I wouldn't be able to, provide the income that I could provide right now for my wife and for my kids. And so, and to be honest, my wife's not working. My wife is not working at all. She hasn't worked for 2 months now. So that's something that you need to, if you want to be, a stay-at-home dad, or, for those that are stay-at-home moms and want to make a big change. It doesn't have to be Forex. But it has to be something that you truly, that you truly seriously want to make it work, you gotta have the commitment, the dedication behind whatever the purpose of your business or purpose of whatever it is that you want to be successful at. And so, I already talked about the trade wars. I think that's all something about. Yeah, I already talked about that. If you want to end this, then you can go back. It was it was before I talked about this. So, but yeah, I'm always, even though I'm in my second year, I'm always trying to redevelop. Always trying to redevelop. Re-strategize. Look at at other alternative ways. Just in case if there is something that's changing in the market. If you are looking at the markets, the markets is constantly changing. It's not the pairs aren't really correlating with the US dollar as much as they were 2 years ago when I first started trading. I looked at the DXY a lot back then. Now I don't really look at the US dollar as much. I still look at it to see what could possibly happen to the US dollar because of what's being impacted right now with the trade wars. Most pairs do not follow the trade wars. Some pairs will follow it, or some pairs might end up following the US dollar instead. If you look at gold and the yen, those two pairs are like completely opposite from the US dollar. Yeah, sometimes they follow it, but we're more impacted on the trade talks than the US dollar. So that tells you something that on the fundamental side and economically, that you need to take a look at pairs that are not in correlation sometimes. So you're gonna have to step outside the boundaries and learn a different approach to the markets when things happen like this. So let's see. I think I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to make this a long video. It's already almost 30 minutes long. So I'll probably, like I said, come back sometime at the end of summer, or maybe after my uncle's funeral. I don't know. So whatever. Like I said, it's great to make money, but you don't want to be just making money your priority all the time. The next thing you know, family comes up, and then you don't even spend time with family at all, and then you're making all this money, and it just sits there. And so you gotta find that balance behind all this. So there's a lot of things to look at, but focus on whatever it is, that major task that you want to get done. So I don't know. I think that's all. I'll leave it at that. But feel free, like I said, to message me. I get a bunch of emails and Telegram messages. So YouTube comments too. I try to reply back as much as I can. So other than that, that's pretty much it. I wish you guys a really great, successful day. And I'm just gonna cruise around my car for a bit. I haven't had my car back for almost 2 weeks now, so it feels good to be driving this car again. So anyways, I'll see you guys next time.